but there's some restaurants that I'm like, you guys, you spent way too much money on your decor and you're not paying your chef.
I have never come to be like, girl, what he did to me last night.
But there have been times when you come into work and you're walking funny. Can I get your number? Can I get your number?
But at the end of the day, you are the one that knows your coochie meter. Nobody knows your number except you.
Wait. So what is your number?
What a question.
080.
I shouldn't come to your restaurant and say, I would like a mojito. The waiter goes, mojito. Okay.
How much can you like big bomb that you're going to go to Dr. Shami Siwewe? What is that now?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to OffAir with Gbemi and Toolz. Do I sound like Toolz? That accent.
Is that how I... Oh my gosh.
I'm joking.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome to OffAir with Gbemi and Toolz. How are you guys doing? Thank you for all the love on our last episode.
Yes. Thank you so much. Oh, my name is now Abena.
Okay.
That was the name that I got in Ghana.
I see.
So I should say Akwaba to the OffAir show with Gbemi and Toolz. Yes.
Before we go any further, quickly take your finger, right? And like this
should we say something else? Like. Press that like.
Press your hand.
Touch it.
Like.
Caress the bottom. Caress the bottom.
I finger the button.
I like. Finger the bottom.
Finger the like button.
Yes.
That sounded nasty. But anyway, just like it.
I mean, just make sure you click on it as you're doing your,
our video,
like,
subscribe to our YouTube channel. Get your friends and your co-workers, your neighbors, whoever, your family members to also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember, Toolz promised that she would twerk for you if we get to 20,000. So
I never
do
promised
it.
that.
So Abena, tell us.
Yes, I'll tell you where I was twerking in Ghana. There was just something about
you saw your bum sisters. I started to twerk.
Boom food the place, man. Just everywhere. I just felt so comfortable. Shout out to all the people that showed me love in Ghana. It was just the vibe is different. You know how Lagos, everybody's ready to fight and everything. Ghana is so chilled.
They have light now.
They have light. The clubs as well. Oh my gosh, let me tell you what happened. So I went with my friend, and we were in the club. And big shout out to Jackie. You know Jackie who did the Forever song. There's remix with Amale. So we went out with her, and she's like really petite and delicate looking. So I was like, okay, we might not be able to stay late because she doesn't look like she clubs. I was wrong. This girl she like outdrank me. Anyways, we're in the club.
Anybody can outdrink.
Whatever. We're in the club and so we're there vibing, dancing, and then like a few hours in, I think about an hour or two in, some guy comes and he brings. So we're at this table. So some guy comes and he brings, like two girls, and he's like, oh sorry, excuse me, and he's bumping into us. And we're like, oh my gosh, who is this person? So my friend now says to him, just taps him on the shoulder, excuse me, you know what, it would be much easier if you just said, like, excuse me, so we can pass and everything. So she told him off. And then turns out that he was the owner of the club. Yeah, he was the owner of the club. So we were like, oh, if that was Lagos, get out. Who are you? Do you know who I am? Get out of my club, bastard. But he didn't do that. He actually even apologized on top of it. So then later on, I felt bad because I was like, oh, we're drinking a champagne and everything. Anyways, but no, Ghana was a vibe.
But you paid for it now?
No.
Oh, well.
Ghana was fantastic and I need to go back there. I think I need to go back for a week and stuff. Yeah.
I've never been to Ghana. Shame.
Wow.
I know. Been to other countries in Africa, but not Ghana. I'll make it happen this year, I promise.
The flight from Ghana is shorter than the flight to Abuja.
Apparently so.
Yeah, but then the only thing, like right now, because of COVID and everything, so I had to do a COVID test before, even though I went for about three and a half days. I had to do a COVID test before. I had to do a COVID test at the airport. Had to wait for the results of the COVID test before I left the airport. So party, had to do a COVID test before I left Ghana. And I'm going to do a COVID test in a few days.
Are you really going to do it? Because what happens is they make you pay for it, but they don't follow up with you doing the test.
So they can now announce my name and shame me.
Okay.
No.
So when you do the test, what happens? You have to go to the airport to submit the results?
No, everything is like, connected. Yeah, everything is connected. So everybody that comes in, either you fill the form online or you fill the form in person, or you actually have to fill the form at the airport. But yeah, and it costs. Oh my gosh! So Ghana, if you're coming in with an ECOWAS passport, the COVID test costs $50. If you don't have an ECOWAS passport, it costs $150 at the airport.
75,000. Yeah.
So that is the only thing. Anyways,
I'm not going anywhere to cover that.
No, but I would say if I had known all of this, if I had known how much everything costs, I probably would have just waited. But I think I'm still gonna go away. But I think I'll probably make it longer, like not like 2-3 days. But I'm glad I went, because you need every now and then you get to that point where you just need to just
get out. I want to go to Cape Verde.
Yeah.
I want to go to Cape Verde. I don't know if they're open now. I know that they were closed most of 2020, but I think I'd like to go to Cape Verde. It looks very
chill,
nice and pretty. And by the sea,
very
all of that.
To chill.
So,
Maldives.
Already been.
Why you want to take us to Maldives?
Already been. See, Maldives is very coupley.
Yeah.
So after like 4 days, you're out of couple activities.
We went to Maldives as well, and I did not check the weather, and it was not the right time to go.
It was rainy?
It was just it rained a little bit, but it was very, very downcast, and that was one of the trips I thought I was gonna die, because we now got to where did we had to take a connecting flight, and I should have known, because the pilot, he came there, he was wearing short knicker and no shoes. So I should have known
this. It's an island.
I don't care. And then he was trying not to like get out of the weather, and then the plane just dropped. And I'm like, true Africa woman in the plane. I'm like, ah! Everybody's looking at me like, why is she making noise? I'm like, the plane just dropped. And guess what? My husband was sleeping.
And
he was actually sleeping.
Hello.
So it was, yeah. And it was. I think I need to do Maldives again. Anyways, so let's bring it back to Lagos. Something was trending on Twitter. People talking about how expensive Lagos is, how expensive the restaurants are, and everything. And I saw that thread, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can so relate. There's some really good restaurants. Everybody knows that I love, Shiro. I love going there. The food is good and everything. But there's some restaurants that I'm like, you guys, you spent way too much money on your decor, and you're not paying your chef. Okay? You're not paying your chef, or you didn't get the right chef.
I can't believe that people were actually fighting this girl on Twitter for... See, a person might not be your favorite person, but look, even a broken clock is right twice in a day, at least. So come on, when somebody says something, even though you don't like the person, if what they're saying is actually factual, come on. So apparently, I guess some people had issues with her before, so they kind of were trying to fight her because of what she said. And as people were saying, oh, she doesn't know where to go in Lagos, blah blah blah. Let's be honest, okay? There are so many places to go to in Lagos, but really, there's really not much to do in Lagos except to eat. She said except to eat and have sex, because I said even the eating itself, that the restaurant, she mentioned like how you pay XYZ amount and you get rubbish. You pay a basic plate of pasta with some strips of chicken, they'll tell you to bring 9,000. And then people are like, you're just paying for ambience, you're paying for nice views, Instagram pictures, and then the food is not that great. Let
the food be good.
So this is what we're saying. Look, just like the Yankee now, it's not every restaurant that is good or whatever. So basically, just read their blogs to guide you on which restaurants to go to, which restaurants to not go to. And I'm not going to go to any of these your fancy new shiny restaurants. I have my own faithfuls like Circa Lagos that I know that the food is good anytime, any day, and I'll be all right.
But I actually feel like there are a few restaurants, actually more than a few restaurants in Lagos that are very, very overpriced. Now, if you're going to make your food expensive, there's some people that kind of feel like, okay, their ingredients are flown in from, wherever, and getting them here, it's expensive.
If you're from South Africa.
If you're going to charge me, make it make sense. There was this restaurant, this very expensive restaurant, that they have like a very expensive like wine list and everything as well. And I ordered this like yakisoba. It's done with like thick noodles, the really thick noodles. These people, I could have sworn it was Indomie. It was Indomie, and they charged me 12K. So they're like a whole bunch of restaurants that you're just like, okay. And then, you know what? When you complain, they kind of make it seem like, oh, is it that you don't have the money? No, I have the money, but I just want value for my money. I don't like this whole thing in Lagos. I don't know if it's like a Nigerian thing or like in Lagos where people expect that if you complain about something, it's like you can't afford it. And I'm like, no. Even Dangote, if you were to charge him 5,000 naira for a loaf of bread, he'd be like, what the fuck? So just make it make sense.
I think that they also complain a lot because they feel like you said, some of them fly in their ingredients or their meat or whatever it is from whatever country. And then, you have the whole electricity situation with diesel. Then you have your state government officials coming to harass them every other day for radio license, TV license, one thing or the other. So they feel like, look, for them to even break even, they have to add up. So sometimes it's just like, look, if it's not working out, if the mathematics is not making sense, then maybe you should just not do it.
I'm not okay. Fine. There's some restaurants that their prices have to be a little high to pay for everything. I understand that, but why does your food taste like sandpaper? Another restaurant that I went to at Eco Atlantic, everybody knows I love salmon, and I love salmon. I love cooking salmon, so obviously I know what I want. And they brought salmon, and the first thing that they brought was like some kind of chicken starter, and it was supposed to be like, I think just lightly fried. Mm-hmm. When they fry it and they press it and they just keep frying it, and the thing was like grudi. You know what grudi is? Just very, very hard and everything.
Crunchy.
Yes, very crunchy. So I was like, okay, I had 1 or 2 pieces. I was like, okay, I'm done with that. I'm like, bring the salmon. The salmon was very, very bland, and the way they seasoned it was just really off, and I'm like, this is an expensive restaurant. What is your chef doing there? And then the waiter sees me like making a face, and the waiter's like, Ma, is everything okay? And I'm like, I don't like this dish. And he's like, maybe I should bring you jollof rice, because it's like, you can't eat this, so you don't know how to eat it. I was like, actually, I don't know how to eat salmon very well. It's just, it tastes like crap.
Hey!
I was so, and the bill, I just was like, you know what, I'm never coming here again. The food was rubbish. So if you're going to make your restaurant expensive, if you know that you're gonna, you have certain costs to cover, fine, obviously people know about that, but just make your food good. Don't have a restaurant where, you spend so much money on the decor, Instagram pictures are fire, but the food is trash.
But one other thing I have to say is, if you're going to present yourself as an upscale, restaurant, then your staff need to reflect it. I shouldn't come to your restaurant and say, I would like a mojito, and the person, the waiter goes, mojito, okay.
To be honest, I'm not even fine if you can't, I have an idea of what you mean, but I will just say, make sure they know what they're doing. I'll never forgive that bartender that made me a pina colada with peak milk. And this guy was arguing with me, and I'm like, it's yellow. He's like, what do you mean? I've been making cocktails for 10 years. I'm like, it's freaking yellow. And we argued. After a while, I was just like, whatever.
Or is it the restaurant that my friend asked when he went to a restaurant or something, and he asked for beer, and they said the beer is not cold, but we can put ice. Yeah, on this very island. Anyways, there's this trend on social media nowadays, where when your birthday is coming up, people decide to put out a wish list. And it's your birthday, so you can put whatever you want on the wish list. Some people put their account numbers, some people put specific items, MacBook, their slippers, bra, whatever it is, they just put it there. What do you think about that?
I think it's a touch tacky, but if that's what floats your boat. I mean, if there's specific, if you know that your friends are going to get you gifts and there's some things that you specifically want, of course that's fine.
So you can share, like, do you think that it's better to be shared like in your friends groups as opposed to like on your Instagram or on your Twitter or whatever?
I think your groups just, okay, my birthday's coming, this is what I want, guys,
Is it something that I would do? I mean, I see people doing it, I really don't care. With something that I would do? No, because I would feel like I'm kind of like doing fine bar, like begging for this stuff. I don't know. So like, even I find it I don't know if it's the Nigerian in me, but to have like when I was having my baby, people kept asking, do you have a gift registry? Do you have a gift registry? And I didn't have one because I just
didn't have a gift registry.
No,
I know I asked you, and then you were like,
A lot of your celebrities do that.
What?
They'll put something on their Insta story knowing that someone will buy it.
It's.
Oh, does that work?
Yeah.
Let me start doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how did you not have a gift registry?
They put it
How it
on
was?
the story and put a
First of all, I spent like the months, because I was at home for quite some time, spent the months really much buying the things that I wanted. So when people were asking me, so where's your gift registry? And I was like, I don't have one.
I don't think that's
Eventually, I had like a list of 10 things that I had not bought, and I shared with like 10 friends. So they picked off like stuff that they wanted to, and the ones who didn't want to be bothered with going to look for the item, basically just sent money. or whatever. But even that, I still felt, I never want to feel like I'm begging for anything.
I don't think that's begging. I think that's like very different. For each of my kids, I did have gift registries and stuff, and people just, and what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to do things of different prices.
I didn't even want a bridal shower. What's it called? I didn't want a bridal shower. I didn't want a baby shower.
That's because you're grumpy Gus.
It's not about grumpy Gus. I just didn't want one. Like, it was just, and then COVID again. I was extra paranoid. I beg.
Oh, do a baby registry. That's what
I'm sure by now you have seen on social media at some point or the other, even if you didn't know what it meant, you've seen this meme. What do you think it means?
So that you seem to be very offended by that, and I'm not really bothered. I feel like sometimes
that's
if
not the question I asked you.
What do I
feel jump? What do you think that
I was about to get there?
Yeah, going round and round. Yeah, continue.
I feel that sometimes if your partner puts it down, and you're like, man,
Have you come to social media to tell us the captain put it down today?
No, but I would not do that. But sometimes I feel like, man, I need to just tweet like, woo! But oh gosh, this is awkward for you, right?
I think he cares though.
Fucking dead.
Okay. Yeah, but sometimes you're just like, those days where like, afterwards you're just like, do you want lunch or breakfast? Or what do you just
I'm not offended by it, but I just cringe a little bit inside. I don't know, maybe this might be a bit fuddy-duddy-ish of me.
Yeah, a little
or whatever.
Which is weird because I'm supposed to be the fuddy-duddy one.
No. See, I have no problems with discussing this. Girl, he twisted my leg this way, that way, whatever, in my friends groups or with my friend on the phone or whatever, but put it on the World Wide Web, on social media. Thousands of people follow. Why do the thousands of people following you need to know that you got your back broken last night?
Maybe they're the kind of people. That if they have a great meal, they feel they need to share.
That's a meal.
If they have a great session, they feel they need to share.
Okay. Oh, great, guys! I just gagged. Wow. My gag reflex is gone.
Guys, here. No. If you were with a girl, and the next day she posted that kind of meme, would tell me deep inside you won't kind of feel like, man, I'm that guy, I'm that G. Yes, there you go. Guys love that. It's like a little boost to their ego.
Of course. To know that you can't walk and not because of me.
See,
Don't
this one.
Ever again.
Let her tell you.
No, but it's like but it's an ego thing.
If you can't tell the world, it means you really can't walk.
Have you never like? Oh my gosh! You know what? I think
you're not understanding what I mean. There's nothing wrong with appreciating your partner for putting it down on you and giving you 12 dozen orgasms. That's fine, but to just post, I'm just like that's a bit. It's a bit TMI for me.
But
I've never. I mean, other people do it, but I'm just like, great, happy for you.
If literally I kind of took a selfie straight afterwards and I'm just there like sweaty face, that is a bit, that's a bit much. Wait, have you never had like a great wait now? Let me land. Have you never had a great night where like you're at work and you're just like
everybody listen. Everybody who's having flashbacks and all of that. Yes, I get it. I've worked with you this is 2021. I've worked with you since 2009. I have never come to be like, girl, what he did to me last night.
But there have been times when you come into work and you're walking funny.
Yes, but I didn't say anything to you.
I remember like,
I didn't say anything to you. Do you understand?
You know what it is?
You've also never done that. So I'm just like, yee.
But there are times when I come in and I have like a bit of a skip in my step. I'm really happy. I'm really happy.
You know what? I dare you to post that meme now on your Instagram. No caption, just post it.
But wait, I said that I don't have an issue with that. It might not be something I would do. But
that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, I wouldn't do it, but it's just one of those things where I know that, it's okay. I'm not your mom.
I know that what I do know is that whoever posts that, the partner is there like,
what if the partner is like, what if the partner is looking like, but we didn't have sex?
That's a different thing altogether. But guys like to feel like, oh, you know what, I put it down, I tore that shit up, all of that crap and everything. And like he said, you better feel it. So what's wrong with stroking their ego every now and then?
Okay.
I don't think there's anything wrong with stroking the
There's
ego
nothing
now and
wrong
then.
with it.
Yeah.
You just use the word stroke like 3 times in a row. But
Yeah,
continue.
anyways.
See, you came alive. Look at you.
Whatever, man.
Alive.
Whatever, man. Whatever, man.
You have 2 children, Shebimo. Look at.
Speaking of the whole disheveled thing, did you see the picture of Ben Affleck and J-Lo coming out of a cottage and she was looking a little bit, you know...
What's the issue with that babe? It's like she can't be by
she's-
herself for like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months.
So somebody actually commented about it. I'll show you the tweet later, and she just kind of said that J-Lo is like, she moves on so quickly, so quickly, because at just a few weeks ago she was crazy over A-Rod. They were all like, oh, we're engaged and everything, and now she's like moved on to, you know, Ben Affleck. It's her choice. She's an adult. She's a consenting adult, but it makes me think about a friend that I had.
Tell me about this friend.
Should I talk it?
Talk it.
So she was never single. She was never single. So what she used to do is she'd have a relationship. Before the end of that relationship, she's already talking to somebody else. So when they break up, she's kind of already started half dating that person. So she then goes into another relationship. And I remember saying to her that, why are you never single? And she just goes, I don't like being single. I just feel like I always have to have a boyfriend. And what we had a long conversation about it. And then what I realized was that she was so scared of being single that it was whoever is available. It wasn't even the right guy. It was whoever like is available that, you know, she kind of likes and everything. So I was like, you need to be single for a second. You need to be single. You need to assess the previous relationship.
Why is being single,
you know,
important? And for those who don't understand, I understand, but for those who don't understand, why is it important to just be by yourself for some time? What that length of time is up to you.
Yeah, I think it's important, especially after a relation. Yeah, especially after like a fairly long relationship. I think it's important to assess. For me, this is my opinion, to assess what happened. And there are a lot of people that get into relationships quickly because they don't just want to be alone.
Okay.
And I think that it's important to be able to enjoy your own company. You need to be able to like enjoy your company and not
Very
feel like,
important.
I need to be with somebody. Because you then know a bit more about what you want in a
I
relationship.
had a friend tell me that the reason why she was always in a relationship was because she didn't want to just be smashing anybody. So she wanted, okay, if I'm going to sleep with anybody, the person we're dating or it's my boyfriend or whatever. And I told her at the end of the day, you are the one that knows your coochie meter. Nobody knows your number except you, girl, and nobody knows. What's that? Okay.
You didn't lie about that shit a lot.
Yeah, well, that's
But
your
wait
business.
a second. So why do you? That's the thing. So nowadays the guys actually.
No, I don't think
Is
that's
they
actually
care.
anymore. No.
They care.
Okay, so for you guys,
So
is number.
if it comes to your notice that the babe that you're about to date, that you're about
has
to
been
make
like
things
150
official with,
guys.
thank you.
I've been with
150 guys.
I wouldn't meet those sort of babes anyway.
How do you know?
You see, that's the thing, because you just assume that because a babe,
The world is
listen,
small nowadays.
no, but because a babe has been with 150 people does not mean that you know any of those people. She could also have been one of those girls who maybe went to uni in the US, smashed like 70 guys there, and then went to do masters in the UK, smashed another 50 guys there, then came to Nigeria,
Smashed
and then
another-
and then lived in Jos, smashed 30 guys there that you don't know anybody from Jos or who lives in Jos, then went to Abuja, smashed 10 guys there, and let me tell you something.
The world is too small to be
It's
smashing
not
that
about
kind of
no. There's so many people. Let me tell you something.
So basically,
by the way,
it's an issue.
She can even have smashed just people on the mainland, and you will not know.
There you go.
To be fair, it's not an issue because I don't even.
There are almost 200 million people in Nigeria. She could have smashed a lot of people. So that's an issue to you. So you said that you don't really care about numbers, but when I said 150, that
Okay,
was an
so
issue
what
for you.
number is too much?
I don't ask. So it doesn't-
But what number would you be like, babe, you too safe? 10. Are you trying to date? Are you trying to date like a 24-year-old or like a 22-year-old?
I mean,
10.
So your number. Wait. Your number is 10 multiplied by what now?
Yeah. Good question.
No one's better by one.
What?
10 times one.
Yeah, you're lying. You know.
Dio.
What number is too much?
My number, what number is
If
No,
like
every
you're
girl.
having a conversation, no, we don't want to know your number. We know it's the thousands, Nakademus. But I'm saying
Between you three, TK is the one I suspect the most.
Oh, wait, no.
I'm sure if they collected everybody on if they collected all of the girls, they would feel lucky.
Congratulations! I didn't know that.
Aw.
Okay, so is your
No,
number?
you're so responsible.
So which TK? What number is too high? Like if you were dating a girl and she goes, okay, this is my number. What number is too high? 50 is too high.
Yes.
Okay.
What about you?
So 48 is still decent.
What about you?
If she's higher than my number.
So if she cannot
give us-
Are you just a
No.
ballpark?
Give us what, like 20?
No,
200.
I'm not giving you guys a specific.
Wait now,
No, no,
so
specific.
20. If you met this girl, fantastic and everything, and she said that I've been with like 25.
To 20 people this
25.
year. Please, let's not.
Wait now. Let's just ask him. So if she said that she's been with like 25, guys, is that like, are you gonna be surprised? Like, oh my gosh, or is that not a big deal?
That's like, no,
No one cares.
I don't care.
I
As long as it's not any disease, I'm good. Use a
How
condom.
do you know?
So how do you know if she has it? Do you guys go?
Do test.
Have you ever gone gone to get like STD tested with the prospective partner?
Yes, one girl made Zoe. So, yeah,
Okay.
of course.
The one girl out of like 20, and that's what I was talking about. Like,
No, I'm not attacking the girl. Why are you always on Voltron mode? Like, calm
no,
down.
I don't think you're attacking her. I feel like that's
No,
just
I
the
just
one
said
girl out
she
of,
made
like,
me.
20.
It was a waste of my time to go to broke up. That's what I'm saying. One girl. So I don't. So it's not that I'm not attacking women. Please.
We should ask OffAir gang this.
Yeah.
Like what? Whether you're male or female. Let's say you're about to get into a relationship with someone. You really like this person. The sex is fire. Everything is great. And then you somehow, it's not like you come out to ask. Some of you do, but you just want to know. Like you find out that they've been with XYZ number of people sexually. What number will make you like take a step back? Like So feel free. You can DM us.
Okay, you answer your question.
You know what? We're grown, man. So people have had a lot of experience. So
Wait.
Experience.
What's that supposed to be?
no, because if you're in your 30s and you've been having sex since maybe you were like 15, do you really
Let's
think?
do the calculation. Each finger represent 10. I'm joking.
No, do you really think that this person is going to have only been with like 10 people?
It's possible.
It's rare.
Or less than
possible.
if you're pure like me.
Pure like us.
Pure like me.
Pure like us.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, like me.
People are abusing
Awazi couldn't even finish that because you know you are lying.
I'm pure.
Let's not even start with
Yes.
you.
Yo, this is Barbie
Of the
Meme.
of the two of us at this table, I am of purer blood.
Oh.
Because I don't do such things.
Who do you think has that?
Oh my gosh.
You know what? I'd like to hear this.
We know.
Wait.
We know.
I'd like to hear this though.
Wait, okay,
Who do you
so
think-
who do you think
has been with
has
more
the highest?
We know. That's it.
No. I'm not gonna get offended. I'm not
I'd
gonna
like to, you know what? You know the funny thing? If you like,
I
mention
love
me.
my
But
job.
I'd like to. I just want to hear your. I'm curious to know your perception.
Drake, I don't know. I was the next topic.
I'm actually curious. Okay, TK, of both of us, who do you think has the who do you think has the highest number?
Nobody's going to be
There's actually-
offended
there's
here.
no-
I really don't care.
There's no wrong. Wait, there's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer.
Who would you think? No, but who do you
Wait, there's
think?
no wrong answer. There's no wrong
Honestly,
answer.
so I don't care. So
Yeah. Who do you think has the highest number?
It's a setup. It's a trap.
I know.
I swear. I swear it's not a trap.
I think we should ask the audience. Let them comment.
It's your days, it's not me.
No, but we still want to know what you guys.
I want to tell us. Who do you think has more? Who think has had more bodies?
Well, I have no idea.
No,
You are
but
all
just
fucking
from what you.
chickens.
No, like I'm not even trying
You
to
think
be
so?
chicken. The reason I don't have no
You want an answer
idea.
is you.
I started laughing now. That
The reason I have
funny.
no idea is because like
But do you know the issue?
Tools has goody two-shoes
Tools-
vibes, and
Tools
them
lived in-
girls be
Yes,
like,
but it's still baby.
But Toolz lived in a
yeah, and then
predominantly
you're
white
very
area.
straight. Some
No,
are
only for like a short
like
while.
you're a straight shooter. So I'm like, I don't know.
I don't think it's Gbemi.
I don't understand. It's
Gbemi.
I'm getting a lot of Toolz vibes.
I'm getting a lot of Toolz vibes. I don't know where you got them.
Wait. So what is your number?
What?
What a question.
080.
But can you count on all,
Hurry up, wait.
can you count on all of your digits?
Of course. Less than one hand.
So what were you? When I was saying 10, you were saying what? Is she 24?
No, because it's unrealistic, actually. Are you people believing that nonsense? Anyway, but
Oh my god.
Say one hand. Are you lying?
Now.
Everybody
You're that halo just went poof.
Are we gonna throw a question to our audience?
just tell us their number.
Yes. Can I get your number? Can I get your number?
Now we're having a
Big shout out to our cocktail provider.
Bar Nomadic, shout out to you. You can look how Toolz is wilding out.
You bring out the excitement in me.
Even Accent Guy is vocal today. We are so happy.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
And then of course we need our lovely the OffAir gang to tell us what number would make you go, oh my god.
Yeah, like what number would make you be like, you too safe. Did you let it breathe?
All right.
So Accent Guy said that he's not trying to marry. This all started from the whole body count thing, and then we're like, it's not realistic for somebody in their 30s to have been with maybe like just 10 people. I'm not saying this is for everybody or whatever. No, before the virgin squad comes for me.
If you want to save it for marriage, that's absolutely fine.
Absolutely
That's
fine.
absolutely fine.
Why are you wasting your precious years on this? Anyway, continue. So like I was saying,
If you want to save it for marriage, that's fine.
anyway,
If you want to be like me and save it for marriage, that's fine.
you are a bloody liar, and you will bleed for 50 days if you keep up this lie.
What?
Let's take the right back now.
What?
Take it back now. Stop lying.
Why is it so hard to believe that there's somebody that looks like me will be saving it for marriage?
Look at you.
Look at your poker face.
No, it's not her face we're looking at. Just saying.
Anyways, as you were saying, continue.
Yes, so and then Accent Guy said
Lies against me, man.
Accent Guy said he's not trying to marry a 30-year-old, and Toolz said,
What's wrong with a 30-year-old woman?
Nothing is wrong with a 30-year-old woman.
okay.
It's just I'm not trying to marry someone.
So you'd want to marry somebody younger,
Yes.
much younger, or just like a year?
No, I mean not much younger, but younger.
Why? Why wouldn't you want to marry somebody your own age?
Because I don't want to.
No, but you have your reasons.
Because I don't want to. Simple.
You just wake up and decide I just don't
Do you
want
think
to?
that you want somebody that's maybe less experienced than
No,
you?
it's not about experience. It's not about
Looking
grooming.
up to-
It's not about.
Somebody
looking
that
up
looks
to-
younger than
It's
you.
not someone that looks younger. It's just sometimes your preference is your preference.
I just
No, but everybody
basically-
has a reason
I
for
basically
their
feel that
preferences.
I'm very glad that I didn't get married in my 20s. I was supposed to. I caught the person cheating, but that's another story for another day. But I'm very glad that I did not, because I feel like who I am now is totally different from who I was in my 20s, and I thought I knew myself. I was pretty mature, but I feel like you really don't get to know yourself and know what you want, know what you like until much later. That was for me. Some other people feel like they know themselves. That's great, that's
Yeah.
fine.
So can I ask a
But
question?
and again, what I feel is not Bible. So please.
Yeah.
Why can't you get to know yourself in a relationship?
I think you need to
it's
get to know
difficult.
yourself with
Why
different
can't you-
with life experiences come, you start to grow, you start to learn about yourself. The things that I thought that I wanted when I was in my 20s, I do not want now. There's so many, there's just different things, and I feel like as whatever life throws at you, you form your experiences from there, you learn your lessons, and that's just it
But
for
you
me.
still have experiences.
I just feel like 25 would have been, at that time, I was 25 years old, and I think now I'm so grateful. Like, see, one day I'll tell you guys a story, but God did something. I'm telling you. No, God did
so
something.
grateful that you didn't marry the person.
Yes.
Exactly. So that's to do with that specific person.
Apart from that,
as opposed to growing
I
up.
didn't even get married because at that point, I didn't even know what I wanted to do with my life. Do you understand?
I agree.
That was me. So some people feel like they have their lives figured out at 21. That's great. But I personally feel that I you know, it just wasn't for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree because I think was it last week or 2 weeks ago I talked about the fact that if I'd married the person that I was, you know, supposed to marry, like when I was in my 20s, I really would have been an alcoholic. And not that he was a horrible guy, he was a fantastic guy, but we were so different. Like, and I didn't realize how different we were till much later on. When the relationship ended, I was really upset. I was like, it was a very, very horrible period. But now, after like a good few years, I just realized that he was like way too laid back. I'm a very ambitious person, and I feel that because he was laid back and I was, you know, very ambitious at that age, I would have been like, well, he was older than me. He was actually quite a fair bit older than me. I feel like I would have probably gone with him because, oh, you know, he's older than me. He's got more experience and everything. You know, he probably knows a little bit better. I would have probably gone with him, and then I would have probably been in maybe like a dead-end job. I wouldn't be pushing myself, and those things I've realized now are so important to me. Having somebody that encourages me to be ambitious, having somebody that's pushing themselves, and then I see that, oh my goodness, this person's pushing themselves, so I'm going to push myself even a bit more. So I think I'm grateful for that as well. And again, not because he's a horrible guy, I just feel like we were so different, and I didn't because I didn't really know myself back then. I didn't know what I really wanted. So as much as I really thought I was going to be married by the time I was 25, I'd planned to be married, and then it didn't happen. And the crazy thing is, I wasn't upset about it because at that point I was kind of selfish. I like doing things for me. I wasn't ready to, you know, have kids and everything. This is just me speaking, and I'm just, you know, sort of being honest with myself. So I'm glad I waited. It really wouldn't have worked out. I probably would have cheated many times if I was with that guy. I just
basically feel like, you know, I was still getting to know myself, still trying to figure out what I wanted to do in my life. There's still so many things I wanted to do. I was trying to get my master's done. I was changing my job. When I was 25, all this was happening. I can't imagine being married and having a child because I just had my first child, and I can't even imagine going through all this then. I'd have been so scattered, depressed, everything. Like, it's just too much. And then I feel like I wouldn't have even reached where I am now career-wise. So that's me. Okay, don't say because Gbemi said or because Toolz said. That's just me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say add that because people are gonna be like, oh, but you know, I'm fine. My cousin got married when she was 22 and everything. So, you know, it works great for some people. Like maybe they've been with this person for a while. They already know this person in and out. They've built like goals around each other's lives and everything works out. Sometimes it doesn't. I feel it's very, very important to know yourself very well. Honestly, when I was 21, 22, I wanted to party. And I was just, you know,
travel.
I was still excited about guys. Very, very excited about guys. So after a while, I just realized that most of them ain't shit. Some of them are good, most of them ain't shit. And then, you know, there you go. So we need to talk about Abidemi Rufai as well. He was caught in the United States. He was apparently trying to leave, and they'd been investigating him. And I think there was an element of identity theft. He was claiming people's benefits and everything. And this is a special advisor to the governor of Ogun State, right? And see, the thing about it is, I feel like a lot of people that are on social media don't get. If it looks flashy, put a comma or a question mark around it. So don't look at these people and kind of feel like, oh my gosh, look at this person. That I'm not saying every single person that's flashy, you know, has done some
flashy. I just think in
stuff.
General, like he was touted as this, you know, thriving businessman, young Turk, genius, doing so well, aspire to require everything. I just feel like, you know, when that story broke, I was so embarrassed. I had this strong sense of secondhand embarrassment. I never met this person before in my life. He's not my friend or my relative or anything. Don't know him. But the fact that they kept, you know, I watched different news reports and they would say in Nigeria, and I was like, hey, another person messing up our reputation abroad. Why? For what?
Is it? But as a special advisor to the governor, you get some coins.
You do. I mean, I'm not saying that you're going to be swimming in money, but you'll be comfortable.
Yeah. So I don't like. it's very embarrassing. Like in the last should I say year or two, we've had some pretty big names. We had the Invictus guy, we've got Hush Puppy as well, and the people that are still saying, Hush Puppy's a good guy, he didn't do anything. No, I think we really need to realize, we need to talk about, this is exactly what it is.
A thief
it's
is
a crime.
thief. Fraud is fraud is fraud. What is wrong. I don't care how many Gucci bags, I don't care how many designers will not cover your sins. Okay, you don't steal from people, you don't go and defraud the system and think that you're going to live large, and some people just worship money.
Yeah.
And if you feel that these people haven't done anything wrong, then you need to really check your ethics, check your morals, and really, like, what are you doing?
You can't say that these people haven't done anything wrong because, again, I think I spoke about Bernie Madoff. Well, he's, rest in peace, Bernie Madoff is dead now. But he ran one of the biggest Ponzi schemes ever. And what he did was he defrauded people of their savings. So even though these people, some of them were millionaires, they woke up the next day and they were not millionaires. They didn't have any money left at all. So I think it is a crime. You might think it's a victimless crime. That is not true. Bottom line is it is a crime. And I still just find it very surprising that a lot of people just kind of think, but he's helping out people around him. I was
going to say the whole Robin Hood thing of, he steals from the rich and helps the poor. I remember somebody calling the radio station one time to argue that, a lot of people who do fraud, they do so well for the community, they take care of people, they do this, they do that. At the end of the day, it is stolen money. I don't care if the person used it to build 10 churches, it's stolen money.
A lot of these people, they get into fraud, and maybe for a year nothing happens. 2 years. See, in America, the way they build a case against you, Hush Puppy, it wasn't like an overnight thing. They probably had been tracking this guy, tracing like everything that he did. They'd been watching him for many years. And then when they have enough evidence, that's when they swoop and grab you. There's somebody that I know, like a friend of a friend of a friend, and he was into this. He was into all this. This is like before I knew him and everything, and he basically had kind of like cooled down on everything. He actually was like, let me turn my life around. He actually opened up a legitimate company and everything. Mm-hmm. And guess what? It's when he actually started a legitimate company. That's when they caught him.
Imagine
so they'd been building a case. They'd been building case year after year after year, just gathering evidence.
Once they have
and
that
then,
wall,
bam.
Once you have that wall and your face is on the wall and they are connecting, those crime movies or like series, just know you're not finished.
That's why I'm careful with who I move with though. Before my picture, they'll be like, this one is always with the person in the club, and my pictures, they're like,
When a lot of times when people have like this unexplained wealth, I even avoid taking pictures with them because because the day they catch them, the pictures that you've taken with them will be floating. People will not be looking at you like, are you into the same thing too? No. So sometimes when you are gathering, pre-COVID, when you are gatherings and people with questionable wealth are in the vicinity and people want to take pictures, I always make a phone call like, I just walk away because, and I also don't make friends with people just because they're rich. That's one thing. Another thing that Nigerians do a lot. Once you have money,
have you ever been in the situation? Darling. Have you ever been in the situation where you're kind of like sort of trapped? And you're there. You see a photographer there trying to take a picture. What I do is I just look the other way. I just look like just the other way. All right. So next thing we need to talk about. We were supposed to talk about this last week, but things kind of got a bit crazy with our dating in Lagos and everything. Dr. Anu,
I can't believe.
Why are you still going to her to do bomb? Why?
See, I don't have any problems with people getting plastic surgery. I don't care what you want to change on your body, but I just believe that you should love yourself enough to do research on the person that is going to cut you open. Now, this person has been accused not once, not twice, not three, not 4 times.
Killing.
So many times, somebody allegedly died. People have issues.
2 people.
I don't even know if it's 2. People allegedly have, leaking buttocks because of this person. How do you even go to this person? I hear that she does love bonanzas, free, buy one get one free, that sort of thing. I don't care.
Come and bring your friends.
Even if she says she will pay me, you need to be look, there are so many plastic surgeons all around the world. Some even fly in to Nigeria to do this surgery. So you need to be very, very careful. This person has been accused of botched surgery over and over and over again. Why? You then subject yourself to this.
The craziest thing is when the first story blew up, I went on her page and I saw lots of comments saying, "Oh, don't worry, this too shall pass." All of this, and I'm just like, wait, what?
This too shall pass?
Yes, some people literally supporting her. So honestly, I'm very confused because this is your body. This is your body. This is extremely. It's supposed to, and BBLs. Brazilian butt lifts, they're one of the most dangerous, cosmetic surgeries, because first of all, when they're extracting the fat, the person has to know what they're doing, because they need to make sure they don't go too deep, because if they go too deep, they puncture organs. Now, and then when they're putting it in the bum, if they put it in the wrong place, it can enter your bloodstream, and I'm not a medical, whatever, but it can make you very sick. So I just don't even understand. How is it, if something is too cheap, then worry. If somebody's doing buy one, get one free, then of course worry. And I don't know why people are still going to her. So, if you're going to her and then you later complain that you had a botched surgery, I'm just going to give you major side eye.
She's been allegedly picked up, arrested a couple of times.
I hear her mom's a police officer.
Oh, that
I hear her mom's a police officer.
Certain things. I just really feel that you just need to love yourself a little bit more than to subject yourself to somebody who doesn't know how to do this thing properly.
How much can you like big bomb that you're going to go to Dr. Shamisi Wewe? What is that now? Sorry, I'm just thinking about it.
Just can you please break it down for those who understand Yoruba? What does Shamisi Wewe mean?
Chop, cut into
Dr.
pieces.
Butcher.
Yes, like to butcher you. So anyways, I've decided that, when I'm done with all my kids and everything, I've got like a long list. I've got my little savings thing. I'm gonna
do it.
Yeah.
I don't have any issues with it. As long as you're an adult and you're not defrauding people it's one thing to go and steal money to do bomb. I'm just saying, but just, I don't have any issues. I think we should have an episode on plastic surgery. We'll probably do that maybe before the season ends. But
can it be Dr. Miami so it can give me a discount?
Dr. Miami will not sell us now.
You know who I need? I need the doctor that did Lala's body.
I know, she looks amazing.
Yeah, I need Lala's surgeon. The way they did that. Hey God, and I have like a list. I want to do tummy tuck. I'm going to do boob lift. I'm going to do reverse BBL.
You want to lift this?
Yes, now. So I can wear like backless and everything, and Yes, I'll do. I want to have like a reduction and then a lift.
Okay.
And then I'll do a reverse BBL.
What is that?
They'll take some out.
Will they bump them out?
If they can put in, they can take it out now.
Yeah.
I think so. They'll take some out,
So that's just lipo then?
I guess so. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just to, do that. And then what else? I'm looking for a surgery that can make me taller. There's one that I found, but it sounds very painful because they break your legs and then they put your legs in braces and then they they don't let it close completely. There's a gap. So your bone grows and,
I just want to say that thankfully, thank God you finally agreed that you're short. One. And number two, just wear heels, babe. Don't even do that.
Yeah.
That's
I've got I've got a list of things, but, obviously I shan't be going to Dr. Anu, before I end up having a titty on my elbow. That's where it's supposed to be now. Have you not seen it? All right. So on that note, we're going to say thank you so much for watching. Remember that movie Total Recall when the woman had 3 boobies?
I can't remember that.
Oh, you like that, didn't you? You freak.
See the way he's smiling.
3? You're really excited about 3 boobies.
Did you say boobie?
Yeah, she had 3 boobies. That movie with Arnold. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. We're going to continue some conversations after this show. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe.
Yes.
And thank you so much to our cocktail sponsor.
Yeah, Bar Nomadic.
Thank
follow
you
them
so
on
much.
Instagram. Order drinks.
Order drinks. Tell us what your
numbers.
What's it called? Unacceptable number is. So the number that if your partner or the person that you're dating kind of says, I've been with this many people, you're going to be like, oh my God, you hoe. So let us know.